everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here, a very warm welcome to you. My name's Emily and I am a knitter, crocheter and very occasional sewer. Today's episode is my month-end wrap-up for the month of May, and yes, that means we are nearly halfway through the year, which is, again, every time I do these I always find it a bit mind-blowing at how fast the year goes, but sorry, I'm moving stuff about, but there we go. How are we all today? I hope that you're all well and that you've had a really lovely weekend, or you're still having a wonderful weekend. I'm not entirely sure when I'm going to be able to get this video out. I've got a suspicion, sorry, I've just had a message, distractions, oh my gosh. I have a suspicion that I won't be able to get this video out to you until Monday. So if you're seeing this on Sunday, fantastic, I managed to get it out on time. If you are not, my apologies for the delay, but it has been a really nice weekend, if I'm honest. The weather is gorgeous, it's very hot, so I have taken the opportunity to get loads of laundry done and loads of housework, which is weird to do on a warm day. But anyway, so I am having a really lovely weekend so far, and I thought I would just allow myself that little bit extra time to enjoy the weekend. Rob is out of the house, bless him. He has gone to an air show, I think, with his friends. So that's really nice because he doesn't get to get out too much. We do a lot together. So it's nice for him to get out and do some stuff with his friends. So that's fantastic. So as I say, it has meant that I've had the house to myself. So I've been able to get loads done. I've done loads of food prep for next week, which is fantastic, puts me in good stead. But yeah, this afternoon I would quite like to sit out in the garden once the sun has passed, because we are a south facing house, so we get the sun all day long on the back. It's very hot. So I'm going to wait for the sun to pass a little bit more, and then I'm going to sit in the garden and do some crafting. So I'm very excited about that. But we are here today to do my month-end wrap-up for May, and well, it didn't go too bad actually. Considering how busy I was in April, I wasn't quite sure how May was going to go, and I think it went okay. Work it started off quite busy and then it started to calm down a little bit, so I have been able to get some other bits and bobs done, which is good. I think I'm getting there with all my works in progress, but when I get to the numbers section, well, not a lot has changed, basically, spoiler alert. But anyway, I'm going to start off with finished objects. So these are all the items that I finished in the month of May. And we're going to start with the first one, which was the lovely Lois the Cormorant. Now, if you remember, if you've been with me a little while, you'll know that Lois was sitting in a baggie in pieces and was just waiting to be sewn together. She has been sewn together, as you can see, so she is now a finished object. Now, Lois is one of the 12 Birds of Christmas. I believe she's number 9 from the 12 Birds of Christmas, the, what is it called? Partridge in a Pear Tree book by Kerry Lord of Toft. It's right, it's just there. And I'm working my way through them very slowly. I started them around May last year, I think. And up there you can just about see the legs of all the other ones. The partridge is quite hidden because he's got very short legs, but yes, Lois is, I believe, number 9, so nearly there with them. I just need to really get a wiggle on, and I'm really happy that she's finally sewn together and finished, and she was my first finished object in the month of May. The next finished object was quite a cheeky one. I believe I cast this on in May as well. It was just one to try and use up some of my leftover yarn, and I find that making these is just a really nice way to use quite a bit of yarn. So this is my yarn. This is the mini yarn cozy, and it's the crochet version. I did the front post, back post, so it looks almost like a ribbed, well, I suppose it is ribbed, isn't it? But yeah, that's what that looks like. There's a little I-cord on the top, which was really fascinating to do in a crochet form. I've never done I-cord in crochet form before, so that was really interesting. Although it did involve holding a needle as well as the crochet hook, so that was really fascinating to do. So it was another new thing. But yes, so I'm really happy that that is done. As I say, this is using leftover yarn. The yarn is by West Green Loft Yarns, and it was one of the leftover colourways from my Find Your Fade shawl. I think that's the one it was, Find Your Fade. by Andrea Mowry. But yes, I absolutely love this product. This pattern is by Nitty Natty, and she does various different sizes. This is for a 50-gram skein cake even, and that is what's inside a 50-gram cake. She does patterns, both knit and crochet, for 100-gram, 50-gram and 20-gram skeins of yarns. And she also sells them in like a bundle kit as well. So if you fancied trying those out, I do highly recommend them. They are a great pattern to use leftovers with, and it's just really nice to keep your cakes nice and tidy. So that is the second finished object from the month of May. The third finished object was these absolutely gorgeous socks. These are the, I can do this, these are the Horseshoe Fall socks by Holly Isaac, and I have knit them up using the wonderful self-striping yarn from Fiberpunk, and the colourway is Progress Pride. So I managed to finish these in the nick of time, and I can wear them now because it is Pride Month. So I'm super excited, super happy with them, and they just look really effective. Let me put one down. So the socks basically have this lovely cabling design that goes down just the one side of the sock. But I've had this skein of yarn in my stash. I was about to say collection then. It kind of is a collection because they've been sat around for so long. But I've had this skein of yarn in my stash for quite a while, and I really, really wanted to get it worked up this year so that I could wear these socks for Pride Month. And I kind of wanted something that wasn't just a vanilla sock. I wanted something to be a little bit different, just to add a bit more to the sock. And I'm so pleased that I found these because I think it works so well. It doesn't detract from the colour too much, and I think it just works, as I say, really, really well. I love it. I'm really, really pleased. The other thing about these socks is they were Fish Lips Kiss heel, and with the Fish Lips Kiss heel there is a mini gusset written into the pattern if you so choose to use that. I've never done a Fish Lips Kiss heel before. This is my first time, and I quite like the way it fits. I'm happy that it's blocked out the way it has because I was a bit nervous about it when I first did it, but it's blocked out quite nicely, so I'm really, really pleased with that. This band of colour here that breaks up the stripes, it is actually a different skein of yarn. It is a 20-gram mini from the Lonely Skeins minis, I think, from Botanical Yarn. So Sophie does these packs, mystery yarns. She does them for 100-gram skeins of yarns, and she does them for 20 grams. And I was a bit obsessed at one point and I bought loads. So that is from one of those. I opted for a colour that's quite a neutral colour, just so that it doesn't detract from the colours of Pride and the beautiful striping. Plus it means that this part of the foot, this is usually where I get most of the wear, on the heel and on the base of the heel. That's usually where I get most of the wear in my socks. So at least I know that if that wears quicker than the rest of it, then I can patch it up quite nicely because it's not going to mess with the beautiful colours of the yarn. So yeah, I'm super, super happy with these. Really happy that they have been made just in the nick of time so I can wear these happily. I'm very, very pleased, so excited. But yes, that is my third finished object for the month of May. Now the fourth and final finished object, I know I did well, for the month of May. This was actually a cast on again in the month of May, and this was from my workshop that I went to at Kew Gardens. I think it was not the week just gone, but the week before. Is that right? I think that's right. But this is the Pincushion Flower by Toft, and it's gorgeous. So this is what we made at the workshop at Kew Gardens this year, and it's lovely. It has this beautiful crown that's quite bobble stitch heavy, let me tell you, and yeah, you just kind of have these little pops of colour going throughout that we could just put wherever we wanted, really. So I think everyone's is going to be different. One of the ladies that I went to the workshop with, she did do some of these bobbles in this colour, so that's going to be really, really interesting one to see as well. So we had a bit of freedom as to how we wanted to do the flower head. I'm going to leave mine like this for now. If I fancy putting any more flower heads in, if you will, I will. But at the minute, I'm just really, really happy with it, and I'm just really pleased that I finished it so quickly after the workshop. Essentially, I just finished it off the weekend after the workshop because I just didn't want it sitting around as long as the sweet pea was, because I did the sweet pea at the workshop, I think it was July last year, and I didn't finish that until this year. So I did not want the same to happen with this flower. So it is done. So I'm really happy. So that is my 4th finished object for the month of May. And those are all the items that I finished in the month of May. So I'm really, really pleased with myself. You have to excuse me. I've got a really itchy nose. Hay fever season, what can I say? Oh dear, yeah. Right, we are on to the next section, which is scrappy projects, and I'm not going to show them to you because I haven't done anything on them, surprise, surprise. And I believe I showed them to you in my works in progress video, which I will put a link to probably, I think, is it this side? I can never remember, but one of the sides, I will put a link to that video for you so that you can have a little nose at them. As I say, I've done absolutely nothing with them. I've not even frogged one of them, because the plan was to frog one of them and then to restart it in a slightly different way, but I haven't even done that yet. I think it's because I was focusing on my Pincushion Flower that I really wanted to get finished, so I think that could be a possibility as to why I haven't done any scrappy projects. But it seems to be a running theme with me. Again, I think it's because I have so many works in progress at the minute. That brings me on to the next section, which is my works in progress numbers. Now, again, as I said, I have done that works in progress video, so please check that out to get an idea as to what these numbers collate to, because there are a number of them and I don't show them very often. However, that will be changing because I did put the question out to yourselves as to the works in progress videos and how often would you like them. The comments that I've had back have all been saying quarterly would be good. So I'm going to do them quarterly, which is going to be, I'm going to try and remember June. So technically I'm classing the one that I've just done as June, September and December. So your next one will be in September at some point. That's going to be my plan for the works in progress videos. And as I say, I will do those quarterly, so you can get an idea of these numbers as and when I give you the numbers. You kind of have a better idea of what I'm harking on about. So that being said, let's get into the numbers for you. At the end of April, there were 18 works in progress in total. Now in May, end of May, I have 18 works in progress, despite the fact that I have finished 4. Now, I've been trying to rack my brain as to why I have the same amount, despite the fact that I finished 4. But I think it is because I started and finished this one in the month, and I started and finished this one in the month. So those two technically never made it into my numbers. With the Horseshoe 4 socks, obviously I finished those and I finished Lois. Now, I have cast on the next Bird of Christmas, so that technically eliminates that one. Now for this one, I believe that is due to my crochet socks. So my Duvet Days socks, I think that's what they're called, Duvet Days socks, I think that's what they are, by So Happy Creative. I could be mistaken, but these socks were finished, but the crochet socks, although I started them, I can't remember when I started them, a couple of months ago possibly, but I checked my works in progress list and they have never gone onto my works in progress list, and I don't know why. So that is why I have the same figure as of the end of April. So technically April was 19, if you count those crochet socks that I never actually put on my works in progress list. I don't know why I didn't do that, but anyway, that is the situation. We are still on 18 works in progress at the end of May. So it doesn't feel like, sorry, I do apologise if I knocked the camera then, I'm just scooching stuff around. But yeah, it doesn't, although I've finished 4 items, I kind of, feel I'm in the same situation as I was before, so it's not a problem. But that is where we are at in terms of the works in progress numbers. Now, I am getting on to the fun part, which is my plans for the month of June. Now, there are less plans this month because I realised last month I got very excited, grabbed everything I could and showed it to you and got very excited. And I think, let me just have a little nose back to April month end wrap up. Yep, so I had 1, 2, 3 of the items that were on April's plans video are in this video still, because I'm carrying those forwards. That's fine. And then there were 3 other projects that they're at the back of my mind, but I feel like there are other projects that need to be cast on sooner. So I'm trying to be a bit more realistic. That being said, let's get stuck into them. The first one is to make the gorgeous Dotty Cardigan by All About Amy. Now, I have shown this a number of times, and it's just a lovely oversized cardigan with some lovely pockets and this beautiful, almost Dotty-esque fabric. It's a really nice textured fabric. It's gorgeous, and I just absolutely love it. It's quite a long cardigan as well, and it's just really nice. It does have a button band, but it doesn't close, if that makes sense. There's no actual buttons to do it up, but it's just there, you know, to be lovely. And as I say, I do absolutely love this project. It's such a cozy cardigan, and I've made it a number of times, 3 in fact. I've made it 3 times, and I do really like it. A friend of mine asked if I could make her something, and I said definitely, and we settled on that cardigan, and we also settled on this colour, which is gorgeous. This yarn is Stylecraft Special Chunky. It is 100% premium acrylic, and it is in the shade Parchment, and I absolutely adore it. Every single one of the Dotty cardigans that I've made has been made with this yarn. I think it's lovely. It's perfect for the project, and it just feels so nice to wear. So I obviously had to get some more. This colour I absolutely adore, so I do have another bag of 10 balls to make one for myself as well in this colour. But first and foremost, I need to make this gift for my friend. I need to cast it on. So I think June is going to be the month that I do cast that on, because I really want to get it finished for her, and I really want to gift it to her sooner rather than later. So that, hopefully, you will be seeing me cast on in June. If I haven't, please mention in the comments about it. Please bring it up. Please say, Emily, what is happening with your Dotty cardigan? Don't you need to cast it on? Yes, I do. So any encouragement or any reminders would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Okay, on to the next item, and this is just a rolling one, and it is to continue with the Birds of Christmas. So this is the book that I referred to earlier, which is A Partridge in a Pear Tree, Crochet the 12 Birds of Christmas by Kerry Lord of Toft. At the minute, the one I've just shown you is Lois the Cormorant, who is here. The minute I have cast on Agnes the Heron, and then I have 2 more to do, which is Nina the Sandpiper and John the Woodpecker, which are these 2 on the end here. I'm so close now. It is unreal, and I just need to finish them, because these have been going since over a year now. So enough's enough. Let's get them finished. So that is another plan that is going to just be rolling over and happening throughout the month of June. Probably not get finished in June, but I need to really push through and get them done. So they are just on the list constantly at the minute. Right. The next item is the Cotton Kurtz Puzzle Mystery Quilt. I love this project. This is a sewing project, by the way. And let me grab what I need, because I haven't prepared at all, which is, you know, typical really, isn't it? Here it is. So, this is clue 5, and this is the clue that I will be working on as soon as I get the clue through, really. So those are all the pieces. They are all pre-cut. So all I need to do is get the instructions to my inbox, and then I can just set up the sewing machine and go. There is a lovely little to-do list at the back, which is fantastic. This is going to be really, really good. So a nice little free gift with, nice little gift with this one. So I'm really excited to do this. I had planned to do this today, but today being Sunday, but I haven't had the clue yet, so I couldn't do it. And I have been doing all the clues as part of my behind the scenes series. I'm having a moment, my apologies. So I basically need to get the clue through first, then I need to make sure that I have a day to sit down and record for my behind the scenes. So I will be doing clue 5 of the Puzzle Mystery Quilt, and then I will also have a to-do list of other things, crafty things that I want to do. So I need to wait until I have enough time to have a crafty day so that I can film that video, and that will be episode 5 of Behind the Seams. So as I say, as soon as I get that through, I can make a better plan. I had hoped it would be with me today so that I could have recorded today, but it's probably a good thing that it didn't, because I have been so busy today. It's unreal. So that's probably a good thing, as I say, that the clue hasn't come through yet, but that will be happening in the month of June at some point, and obviously I will keep you posted and let you know as and when that will be happening. Right, the final item, which is more than one item actually, but the final item on my list that I want to cast on in the month of June are projects from this absolutely gorgeous book, which is The Nightmare Before Christmas, the official knitting guide to Halloween Town and Christmas Town. There are a number of items that I would like to make from this book, and I have decided I want them for Christmas decor. So for example, I would really like to make the snake draft blocker, and I would like that to live at the bottom of my Christmas tree this year. That would be fantastic. There are also some Christmas stockings which I would like to go one either side of my fireplace, and I will also be making 2 for my sister as well. And the final thing that I will be making from this book, which isn't necessarily needed before Christmas, but it is the Jack Skellington cushion. So it's his face. See if I can find it actually. Oh, there it is actually, yeah. So it's this one. Oh, gosh, my apologies. I will make sure that that doesn't make it into the final edit, but there we go. That is the Jack Skellington cushion that I want to make. And yeah, those are some of the items that I want to make from this book sooner than later. And because I would like the majority of them for Christmas time, for decor, for Vlogmas, I could do with getting a wiggle on and getting them going. So I have plans. Oh, but the only other thing with this is that parcel that I mentioned in Friday's video in my podcast, it is still delayed. I don't know where it is. I don't think they know where it is. So I need to wait until tomorrow. So Monday, maybe when you're seeing this, I might have emailed the company. I will have to email the company and say, look, this is the message I'm getting. What's happening? Help, basically, because I don't know where the parcel is, and I'm not convinced that the delivery people know where the parcel is either, because it has been delayed for, oh gosh, nearly a week now. So yeah, a bit saddened by that and a bit stressed, as I say, because we are going to Le Mans soon. So not ideal. I ordered it in good time so that I knew it would arrive before we go. But hey, it is what it is, isn't it? But all of that yarn is for my Nightmare Before Christmas patterns. So yeah, I can't do anything until that arrives. But yes, how am I doing? Oh my goodness, it is an extremely short one for you today. I hope that's okay. My apologies, everyone. Before I close, I just really wanted to hop in and say thank you so much to all of you who have given your support over the last year and a half, actually. It's been a year and a half since I started YouTube. And I just want to say a huge thank you for all your support. I reached 1,000 subscribers over the weekend, and it is still very surreal to me that anybody really watches. So I just want to say a huge thank you. I am extremely humbled and very touched that there are so many of you out there who do enjoy my content. As always, if there is anything you would like to see from me, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll do my best to accommodate. I'm just overwhelmed. I don't know what to say. There are thoughts in the works for the channel, and there are also thoughts in the works for having reached 1,000 subscribers, so I don't take it lightly. I am extremely touched and I am just so grateful. So I just wanted to quickly express that here before I close out. So yes, massive thank you to those who have been with me from the start. Huge thank you for your support over this year and a half. It's been quite an enjoyable ride, I think. It's been highs and lows. I think, you know, when I was getting ill over Christmas during Vlogmas last year, that was entertaining, I think. And obviously with the wonderful speaker situation, trying to sort that out, that was entertaining. But I do hope that you do continue to enjoy my videos. And again, I am so grateful, and welcome to all of you who are new. I really do appreciate that you are here and I hope that you enjoy any of my past videos. There are quite a few now to go through if you ever fancy looking through them. And yeah, I am just so, so grateful. I really am. And I think I'm going to leave that there. So thank you so, so much for watching. As always, it really, really does mean the world to me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.